Coach Drew from Baylor has turned down coming to Kentucky. I ask, what is it wrong? What's wrong with Kentucky that makes coaches deciding that they don't want to coach at Kentucky anymore? Since when did Kentucky become a school where we can't call up a coach and say, come to Kentucky, we want you? What is it about Kentucky that's causing coaches to say, whoa, I don't want no part of Kentucky? What is it? Are these coaches reaching out to Coach Cal? Is Coach Cal telling these guys that, whoa, you might want to reconsider coaching at Kentucky? Is it the fan base? Like, what's going on? Kentucky used to be that school where if you call somebody, they was there within a couple of minutes. Now we can't even get a coach to even come and coach at Kentucky. What's going on, guys? Like, what's happening? Why is this becoming such a problem that we can't get a coach? But let me say this. Didn't a lot of fans say that this is Kentucky and that we can go get any coach we want? That doesn't seem something that's happening right now. So that's bothering me, that we can't even get a coach. We can't even get a coach from Baylor to leave and come to Kentucky. We can't even get a UConn coach to come and coach for Kentucky. Like, I don't get it. OJ died. OJ Simpson died. Sorry about that. My wife just sent me a text. Yeah, I think that's what she just said. So, like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with Kentucky basketball, man? Like, we need some inside stuff. We need some inside scoop. What's stopping coaches from wanting to coach at Kentucky? Like, what's pushing them away? What's causing these guys to say, what's causing these guys to say, I don't want any part of Kentucky? Come on, man, we got to figure this out, man. Like, let's see. Let me make sure I got my information right, because I had a reliable source to send me a text and tell me that he's not, that Drew. So, yeah, like, is it the fans? Has Kentucky fans become such a fan base that coaches said, I don't want to go deal with that? Come on, fan base, we got to do better. We understand that it's Kentucky basketball. We understand the rich history that it has. We understand that we like putting banners up. Some people want to hang up conference champs. We want to hang up national championships. We get all of that. That's no big surprise. But to just continue to just run coaches off, I get it, man. We want to win. But the few fans that are very loud and very vocal seems to be the main reason why coaches don't want to come here. We got to do better, man. Like, we got to do better. And I don't see. Somebody said that they're going to just start throwing money at Hurley. How much money do you have to throw at this coach to get him to come here? Why do you have to just unload the complete checkbook for this guy to come here? You're paying him. You pay me $11 million, I'm coming to Kentucky. The heart's not in it. It used to be a time where people would come to Kentucky because they wanted to coach at Kentucky. They wanted to take their teams out on the floor at Rupp Arena. They wanted to go into arenas and destroy them. And nobody wants that anymore now. Because when things go wrong at Kentucky, the few and the loud fan base wants to lash out and wants to destroy all of that. And unfortunately, it's not the whole fan base. It's only a handful. But that handful is loud. And these coaches are hearing it, and they're taking note of it. I believe with all my heart, Coach Drew reached out to Coach Calipari and asked him, why did he leave for? Ultimately, why did he leave for? And because of that, nobody wants to come, man. So, like, somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Somebody give me a text at the Lawyer BBN text line at 270-220-0994. Give me your thoughts on why you think coaches don't want to come to Kentucky. Like, what's the big deal? What's making Kentucky basketball so bad. Like, this is a great program. A great program. We got one of the best arenas in college basketball. Evidently, we don't know who to get because everybody's telling us no. Throw out some names to me. Who's some names? Who should we go after now? Should we just give the checkbook to Hurley? Should we go after Rick Pitino? Like, I mean, are we even talking about Rick Pitino right now? Like, really? Like, he ain't got a whole lot of years left. If you want to go with Rick Pitino, give him a couple of years while you try to figure out what's next in the program. I guess so. But this is an ugly situation that we thought as Kentucky fans was going to be over by the end of the day, and we was going to have our coach in place, and we was going to be ready to ball, and we was going to be ready to get out there and get back to Kentucky basketball. But it ain't going to happen. Not today. It ain't going to happen because Hurley's already made it clear, I'm not going. I'm not leaving. Why would I leave for? I got it good for with no pressure. With no pressure. Why would I leave this for? All I'm doing is winning championships here at UConn with no pressure. We lose a game, fans just be like, well, we get it next time. Not at Kentucky. No, not at Kentucky. We're not gonna just let it go. And I'm one of those fans who's sick and tired of losing in the first round. I'm sick and tired of losing to the St. Peter's, to the Oaklands. But we still got to go about this and still carry ourselves in a respectful way. But the fans don't want to do that. And that's why this is so bad. And that's why coaches don't want to come here to coach at Kentucky. And maybe I'm wrong, but you guys know what I'm saying. This is just my opinion. This is just my thoughts. So hopefully we can figure this thing out and see how we can get a coach into the program who we don't mind paying, but we want to know that you want to be here. We want to know that Kentucky's on your heart, that you want to come and you want to elevate and take Kentucky back to the promised land. Take us back to the mountaintop. Get those banners hung back up in Rupp Arena. We want a coach like that because, pay a coach $13 million, he'll come. You want to fire me? That's fine. Just pay me my money. So his heart's not in it, and that's what they got to do. We got to get a coach that his heart is right back into it and not just based off the money. So let's see what happens. No catch. We got to get a coach in. I just heard it. I really thought that it was going to be over with. Everything was going to be smooth. We're going to pick up some recruits, come back, and just see what Kentucky does in the program. But evidently, that's not the case. So now we're back to square one, trying to figure out which coach can come to Kentucky and which coach can get us back to the level of basketball that we desperately have been waiting for. Until next time, the loyal BBN fan, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you don't miss a show. And let's just see what happens.